Good morning from Young's Crossing Creations. I'm so glad you came, and if you could like and subscribe by the end, you just don't know how much I would appreciate it. This looks like I'm at a garage sale or an estate sale or flea market, but lo and behold, I'm not. This is just stuff I pulled out of that old cabinet, the old Hoosier cabinet that I was showing on the last video. And I just pulled it all out, cleaned it all up, spread it on the table, and now I need to decide what to put where. I learned from one of my favorite YouTubers, Donna, on Delightfully Southern, that you don't have to leave it all out all the time. You know, you can decorate for seasons. But she, like I, love our stuff, and I like to see it all the time. But I don't have to have it all out. So I'm going to try to weed through, maybe use most of the fall themed items, and together maybe we can get this poor old cabinet back in order. I have, this is what we did last time, although I added some towels in that big bowl, but this is just not hitting it with me. I'm not really crazy about that. I think I'm going to return the big bowl to the top of this cabinet, so you can see where I emptied all this out. Believe it or not, all of that fit in this. Probably not very attractively, but it did. So, first thing I'm going to do is move this bowl up to the top, like I was saying I kind of wish I had done. We'll see what that looks like. It's a heavy sucker. Now, I'm more comfortable with it up there. And now, what to put here. If I would love some suggestions. I know one thing, I want my cookie jar there. It's kind of a fall thing because you bake cookies at Christmas and Thanksgiving. And this is just like a cookie jar that I had when I was a child. My sister found it at a garage sale or estate sale for me because she knew I remembered this fondly, and I just love it. So this is where I'm going to keep this so I can see it every day and enjoy it. And this would have to go up top. This was my husband's parents years and years ago, probably his grandparents before that. This is the old-fashioned thing where you put your tinfoil in the top, and it has a little place where you can tear it off. And then the second one is your wax paper that you can tear off. And the bottom one, I'm thinking it's supposed to be paper towels, but correct me if I'm wrong. But you can tell it was in the kitchen a lot because it's got a lot of stain on the top of this picture of a barn that has a rooster running, and then there's a farmer. But anyway, I just love it, but it's not attractive enough to be front and center, so I'm just going to put it up there. I like it to show some because the bottom picture is very cute, has the farmer's wife and the hens, and they're not stained from grease. Then I have these little things. I love them. They're plastic, and says Blisscraft Hollywood, USA. And they look like the Pirates dishes. And I have some of those, the glass ones, but these are plastic. And instead of having them all out, I've been nesting them like so, because they're set, they fit together well. And then I have the butter dish that goes with it. So I need to put that in there. But I think I'm just going to put it on top here. And please, if you can help me, help me. Years ago, my mom would have helped me, but of course she's no longer here. And I also have lots of things that are like items from the pantry. I got smart, I thought. It may seem crazy, but like these chocolate containers, chocolate milk containers, it's the ones that has the metal on the top and the bottom, and then the paper, cardboard main part. And I have the strawberry and the chocolate. And I thought, you know what, Lauren, they aren't going to keep making those. You might better just put them back. So I did, pulled them out. But what do I do with them? I mean, I'm thinking that maybe one side of this I could devote to items such as this, and then the other side could be like baking things. You can tell me what you think. And then I have things like this. This isn't the correct jar. I got this at a estate sale here nearby of an elderly woman we knew. And it says peanuttiest peanut butter. Peanuttiest Peter Pan crunchy. And I don't ever remember this jar, but you can see that she also changed it to some kind of a grape jelly or something and used that lid. This isn't the lid container for the lid, but I've got it on there. But anyway, I think that would be considered a food item. This most certainly is not a food item. I was just noticing when I was cleaning these things up yesterday, this is Scotch snuff. I knew it said that, but I noticed there's still stuff in it. It's full. I didn't dare open it, but I thought that was rather interesting. My husband said, well, are you going to try it out? I said, I don't think so. So then, like the old quick Quaker Oats thing with not the plastic container like they have now. This is the old paper one. I know it's worth anything. I just thought it was interesting because they're not here anymore. And like this tin of Hungry Jack, this is not vintage. Well, I guess I've had it for a long time. You know, when you think about it, it may be vintage. It's certainly not antique. It's a reproduction. And like this Clever Girl container. It's a metal one. And my best friend gave me this. She bought it at a flea market, I believe. I would consider that food item. And then things such as this. This is a box of Dixie home use straws. Straws are all still in it. I bought it at that same estate sale I spoke of for 10 cents. You know, can't go wrong there. And I noticed even on the back it had something to punch out. And place tiger in the box, cut 3 straws, exactly the right length, and tells you how to make a little toy or something. But that is very old. There's no barcode on it, so. And this has no barcode either. Now this is a kind of foot soap. I don't think I need to put that in the food. So I'll find something else to do with that. But I thought it's interesting because there's still 2 packets of it. And there's no barcode on this either. So it is old. Then I've got the metal can here of this baking powder. So I think that's pretty much most of my food containers. I have this old tin It's vintage, and it's, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Benny Wafers, and it's empty, and I just have it. So I guess that could be considered a food. And then I had this old jar of black beans that could go on the food side. And then I have like salt and pepper shaker that go along with this. So I'm just going to stick them up there for now. I got all that together at the same estate sale. I really lucked out at that sale. And the rest of it, I guess, just a hodgepodge, whatever you say, of items. I've got my recipe containers that I have here. I don't know if those should go on the cooking side or on the dishes side, probably the cooking. But this one, I happen to have all my desserts and sweet stuff in. And then I have these pretty little dishes. And a couple little pans. My husband was looking for a little pan yesterday. He said, I need a little pan to do something. We raise bees, and he makes honey, and he was needing something to put in here to feed the bees or something. I had to hide them. I didn't want him getting these. So I went to town to Goodwill and found him a little pan. And some things my mom gave me, and I wish she was here. I need to know, what is this? Where did it come from? It's not a child's toy. It's kind of a hammered look on it. And now this is a child's toy. It doesn't belong here at all, probably. This was my daughter's when she was little. I bought her the little Tupperware set for the little kids. And this is actually the rolling pin that I do use. And I will always go to it right here. That's where I've kept it. So I'm just going to keep it there. So maybe that side should be things pertaining to the baking. So I guess I'll start that way and see. Now this is not old. I had got it for a party we were having for I don't know, it was a summer party of some sort. And I bought it to put lemonade because it's a dispenser. And it takes up so much space. And I could actually take it out to the bungalow and put an IOD stamp on it or something. But for now, it's just like this. And I've always stuck it up there on the back on the top because I don't need it. If I do, it's rare. So I may go ahead and stick it up there, because if I don't put it here, where am I going to put it? So I'll put that up there again. That's my stool in here. That there. Try to wake the dead there. Okay. Then, I don't know. Should I even put these in there now, or just stick them somewhere else? And that way, if it's not so jammed up, it won't, I can get it out another time. But also, before I forget, I have this. Does anyone know what this is for? It's really cute. It's got the pie and the berries applique on it, and it has a tie at each end. I have never, ever really known what it's for. I think I've tied it around a jar before, but I'd like to know what it's for. I may need one, but that's that. Here's another recipe container. This is my mom's. Her recipes are still in it. The ones that she never cooked, but collected. And this, oh, I like this. The whole set of canisters are in here. Now, I got this at that estate sale. I have a set similar to this, only it doesn't have the black on it. It's all the silver. Anyway, it's the whole set, and I've got them nesting in here. And I don't know if I should put them back on top where I've kept them in the past, or should I put them in the baking area? I probably should get rid of them. I have so much, but I think I'm going to put it in the baking area like this, like so. And this is an old sifter, and I'm going to hang it in the baking area like so. And this is an old funnel for canning. It's really seen its days. It's bent and worn and rusty, and I have new ones, so I won't be using this. Actually, I think I have another old one or two over there that I'm not even going to get to today. I'll just hang it like so. And as far as another baking item, I guess I could, I don't know if I want to, I think I'm not going to put that there. The beans, I can put them there. It's not a baking item, but it's a cooking item. So I'll put it there. And this is another item that I need you vintage gurus to tell me. What is this? You turn this and these little spikes come up. I don't know if you put cheese in it and do like that and sprinkle it out, but I just don't know. It just says Federal Tool Corporation and Chicago. So whatever it is, I've hung on to it all this time. I'd kind of like to know what it is. If you could tell me in the comments, that'd be awesome. It's kind of a cooking thing, so I'll stick it there. And let's see what else. I have this old little parsley thing. It's another thing, silly. It's got a barcode, so it's not that old, but they don't make them like this with the metal and the cardboard anymore. But I will keep my Clabber Girl baking powder for sure. And I'm going to put that up here, as though it were an ingredient I needed to grab. Now, I have these pans that I hid away. And I'm going to put one here. And I'll put one here. And as far as these, help, I don't know. I guess I could put this one back here. And this one, who knows? I should have thought this out better, but I'm counting on y'all helping me. I'll put that there like that because of the red. It kind of matches. And then the dishes, I'm going to put some of them in. have my little Pyrex dishes that I love. I'm going to put them here. That's a good fall color. And that one there. I notice this one looks kind of orange. I don't know if it's faded or if they had orange too. This one, sadly, I don't have a lid to, but still love it. I can put those there. There's room to put things behind that. Then I have another jar of black beans. I'm gonna stick those here. It's a food item. And then these. I probably won't put these in there right now. These are glasses. Some from when I was a kid, well, most of them. And I wish I had never put them in the dishwasher because it faded them. And these are simply, I believe it was Welch's Jelly that used these jars. Like this one is What's Up Dog? Fresh carrots. And then this is the Flintstones, Fred and Barney Play Baseball. And then for sure from my era, and this one, it's really got that etching on it from the dishwasher. And I wish I hadn't put it in there. But this is the Archies having a jam session. Here's the Flintstones, Pebble Lands of Fish. This is another Archies, Betty and Veronica fashion show. It's got their little fashion show. And this, Taking the Gang for a Ride, Archies. And one more Archies, Jughead wins the pie eating contest. And then another Flintstones, the Flintstones Pebbles Babysitters here. Anyway, I'll put those in there again at a later date, but right now I'm trying to thin it out a little bit, put those things away that I'm not using, and then pull them out at a later date. And I've got this little pepper grinder, so I'm going to put it in. Put these in with my other Pyrex dishes. I'm going to push this one back. I'm a firm believer in using your items in some way. I may not cook with them, but I have them that I can put things in, and lots of times I'll just put little items in it. I know when the kids were little, just the other day I found a cherry from the Hi-Ho Cheerio game, and I had found it in one of these containers. If I would find something like that, I would just toss it in one of these dishes. Okay, this is a cooking item, so I'm going to stick it there like so. And then this old glass, it's very faded, was never dishwashed, but when we first moved here and we were clearing off the place, I found it totally intact out in the back where we were clearing out briars and things, because years ago people used to dig a hole to put their trash in. There was no trash pickup. And our land's been in my husband's family for hundreds of years. It was homesteaded back in the 1800s. And this is not that old, evidently. But there's just all kinds of things you find. And this glass was one of them. And I can remember them from my childhood. And this I probably won't put in there. It's an old Gilchrist. Yeah, Gilchrist number 78. It's an ice shaver, and you shaved the big blocks of ice they brought around for your ice box. Well, they didn't bring them around here. It's too far out in the country. But in towns and cities, they did that. And this looks fall to me. This was a deviled egg tray with the little salt and pepper shaker chickens on it. And it looks like that. I don't use it for that, but I love to display it. It was my mother-in-law's, and it's kind of special to me. So I'm going to have to find a place for that, maybe even on top of the cabinet, like so. And then this pretty dish, I was thinking I used to have two, but evidently one. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put this little vintage, antique. It is an antique ball jar. Antique, it says ball ideal. And it has the lid and everything and the old seal. I'm going to put that here. And let's see this. This is old, and it's a salt and pepper shaker made in Japan, but you can see that it's very old as well. It's got a broke spot there, but if I set it just right, you don't see that. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I really need to display that, but it's kind of got fall colors, I guess, if you think about it. I'm going to set that up there, and then that way you don't see the broken spot. Now, the other day I showed you a jar of utensils that I had, flatware, that I had in here, and I took them down, and I found this, and I got this for a wedding present. We've been married for 49 years, and this was a wedding present, but it has a crack here. But as I've shared before, I get attached to everything, and I don't want to just throw it out. I can remember the little couple that gave us this. They're no longer here. So I'm probably going to put that flatware in here and eventually set it all back out one day. And I've got these bowls. We had these bowls when I was a child, right here. And I know they're not of any value. None of this stuff is of great value to anyone but me. And then this is some McCoy, a bowl I had. And I guess I'll put them over here with the other dishes. This is a cup. It's crazy how I found this cup. We found a box on the side of the road that someone had just lost or something. And we opened it, and this was in there, as well as this with the handle broke off. It's that old wheat stuff they used to have. If you turn it just right, you don't see the broken part. And then this cup, it says USA, that's all it says. And then this is the other wheat dish. I was thinking you used to get these in oatmeal or something like that, but I could be wrong. I know my grandmother had some. So I'm just going to sit that in there like so. And this. And I don't know. I need some of you expert decorators that I love watching on YouTube to come and give me great advice. I want to learn. I just have so much stuff. Now this I had put here the other day. It's one of my mom's old recipe boxes. My mom that never cooked. I'm thinking I'll probably put this here because it doesn't really show up from down there. So I'll put that like that. And if I put this on the top and the back, it'll show a little, look, it'll look vintage. And the oatmeal, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Yay or nay? And this little brown bowl. Gonna put it right there. It's filling up. This is more, it's not a, it's more of a food item. And it is a vintage tin. So I'll put it there. And my straws, I was thinking I could put here, like so. Not the foot powder. Then these are my recipe boxes. And I can put them, this one I use. The other two, not so much. But of course they're special to me. This one, I have little containers of nails and hanging things. So I'm going to stick these in here above this recipe container. You can see it. This one, it's not old. I've used it for years and years. There's no barcode or anything. But I'm going to put that there because I still use that. And then closer it gets to Christmas, I'll be using it more. And this is an old Bonanza Ponderosa tin that my best friend gave me. And I think I will, for now, just sit it back here. I need some tiny little risers, don't I? And this is the peanut butter jar. Guess I'll put it, I'll just sit it there. And this is the timer we had when I was a kid. I'm sure you've seen them numerous times. They're not old. I guess considering as old as I am, they're vintage, which just cracks me up when they'll say, oh, this was from 81, it's vintage. That just makes me feel old. I won't put it in there for now. Then I have this little vintage bottle opener, quad fold is what it's called, it says on it. And then these are, I think they were my husband's baby spoon. One of them was a Gerber baby spoon. And I'm pretty sure it was mine. But this one was my husband's. And it says on there what it is. I can't really tell what it says. But I can put these in one of these bowls. So, can't see them. So, that was no help. This is just a little hen. It has real feathers on it. Otherwise, it's not valuable or anything, but I thought it might be cute. Actually, I was thinking it'd be cute in one of these bowls. I'll take those spoons away. No, I need something in there to hold it up. I'll worry with that later. I'm sure you're probably nodding off. Oh, this. I remember my mom using this lemon squeezer or orange squeezer when I was a kid. So I'm going to put that. Where to put it? Oh, I'll put it here with this stuff. That's a good spot. And I have This little owl toothpick holder. Owls are big right now. It's not vintage or anything. I'll just hold off on that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Well, I could stick this somewhere. It's just too darn cute not to. Whatever it is. And I guess I'll stop there for now, and I'll put this all in a bin to bring out at a later date. I don't know what else needs to be put there. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you would like and subscribe, it would really encourage me to continue. I know my videos aren't getting a lot better, but I'm really trying, and I hope you maybe get inspired to do something. Oh, there's one more thing I want to do. I've always done this. I've got these little vintage towels, which I love. I think this one looks pretty fall. And I was just thinking, I think I'm going to try to make one like this. It's made on a flower bag or flower cloth, flour sack material that you get at dollar store. You can get some. But this is a really old one. But I don't think there's anything on here that I couldn't do. But anyway, this one I thought had good vintage colors. So I'm going to hang it like so. Like that. And this one makes me think of other YouTubers that are putting out seasonal things. This one, it looks like Easter all day long. And I've just kept it out because I liked it. My mom gave it to me. So I'm not going to put it out. This one, it looks rather springy as well. So I'll not put it out yet. But you can tell me what you think. I think it's beautiful. And this one, I think it does look more fall. So I will put it out and I'll just hang them over this like so, and straighten this one up. And I think I have another one in there. I washed these and restarched them and ironed them, and I think I have another one in there that I need to finish up, and I can probably overlap. But this is what we have for now. And I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching Young's Crossing Creations, and hopefully I'll be back. I'm going to put all this away for another time, and I'm just so thankful that you've watched this far, and I'd love a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.